First time meeting in real life.
Yes. Thank you.
Teves,
Thank you
right?
for reaching out. Teves, yes.
Kenji. How you say your last name?
Freitas. Yep.
What is that?
Portuguese.
Okay.
Portuguese. So actually, my first name is a Portuguese last name, technically.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, if you were to Google Teves, you probably find a lot of directory listings with Teves as a last name.
There's a lot of soccer players too that I know, but
Yeah.
Teves, I see it on the last name on the back. And then what? Where you? Here, wait, real quick. Let's go. You move this way a little bit, and then like that.
Good. Oh yeah, it sounds way better.
Right.
Yep.
You hear that? Yeah.
Yep.
So wait, where? Yeah, dude, where are you from? Like a little background. What's good?
Yeah. So dad's from Kauai, mom's from Oahu. Family spread out all over the islands, but I was born here, Kapilani Medical Center, and so my parents were never married. When I turned around 4 or 5, my mom did get married to someone who isn't my father. It's actually an Italian guy from New Jersey who had been living out here for about 14 or 15 years. They got married, and then we moved up to New Jersey when I was about 5.
Dope.
I lived there until I graduated high school.
Whoa, so you did the born here, raised there,
came back here.
living here.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. How was that? Like you left at 5?
I left around 5, right before kindergarten.
From Kauai? Or
from here at the time. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I am very thankful for that experience. You know, I feel like, you know, I went to public school in the mainland. I still got a pretty decent education, I'd say, when I decided to show up. And it made me appreciate where I was from a lot more, like in the long term.
I bet. I mean, I know I had this conversation we have these conversations about like leaving Hawaii, coming back to Hawaii, and what that does, especially in that formative years, like when you're 5, you know what I mean? Like, and then you came back when you said, what, 17?
Right after high school.
After high school.
Yeah, right after high school, graduated, moved back here. Yeah, go ahead. You had a question.
Well, that gap right there from 5 to after high school is when a lot of your development happens, right?
Oh, almost all of it, really.
I mean, right now,
influential development.
Exactly.
For sure. Yeah.
But you remember though, like your Hawaii, those first 5 years?
A little bit here and there. Like, luckily, my mom I'm blessed to have a mother like mine.
Shout out to the moms.
For real. Love you, mom. I mean, as titty as it gets. My mom,
it's titty.
She raised me like, with the exception of my actual surroundings, I came to learn later in life, like I grew up as if I was home because of my mom.
Ooh, so even though you're in New Jersey.
Talking all different, everything.
You mean like she brought the Hawaii with her?
As much as she possibly could. You know, I grew up eating Spam eggs for breakfast. My friends would sleep over here. It's a funny story. I recall this very vividly. You know, we're at an age, friends start sleeping over. Wake up in the morning, my mom's cooking Spam eggs in New Jersey, right? And then I remember one of my friends was like, you know, we don't eat this at my house. My mom says this is cat food. And I was like, oh, really? That's weird. Later on, I realized, like, yeah, you got to cook it. First off, I didn't know that right off the bat.
Straight from the can.
But it was funny. I would go to his house later on. I remember his mom asked me, I was a very close part of their family at that point. But they're like, you know, I heard Matt, you know, slept over your house and he eats Spam. He's like, now he keeps asking me to buy him Spam. I started cracking up.
Hooked.
Like, wow, we got him. All you got to do is fry that thing up a little bit. You guys are good, I promise.
Hey, Vienna sausage too.
No, not really. That wasn't something that I recalled access to. I don't know. I still don't recall my mom really eating Vienna sausage like to this day. So I don't know if that's just like a mom preference, but
she did her due diligence, if you will, of like connecting her child with where her child was born, keeping that pigeon, the Spam, whatever, in the house, even though you're like literally almost as far away as you can get in this country.
Go, right?
Different time zone, all of that. And then was there any kind of like, what are you kind of conversations in Jersey?
Every day.
And what are you?
Well, you know, the most common thing would be, you know, Hispanic, Latino of some sort.
Oh yeah, I could see.
And it would troubleshoot through all that, you know, and I I gotta say, like, and I feel like I've experienced this in many places that I've been throughout my life, but once someone hears you're from Hawaii or you're Hawaiian, like they lose their mind. Like
Bruh.
you're accepted anywhere and everywhere. Like even in the most like racist areas, so to speak, of where I grew up, like I'm talking like flannels, rednecks, ride quads in the woods type people. Like I tell them from Hawaii, they're like, I'm Hawaiian. They're like, oh, like you belong with us. You're good.
You get the invite.
You get the pass, like everywhere. You know, I've experienced that. Like, I feel like I've never felt that like exclusion thing. Like,
You know what? You know why? It's because we're literally anywhere public school. Just pick a public school in America right now on the mainland, and 49th state, Alaska. It's like Alaska and Hawaii. We kind of tight because we're literally on a different box on the map.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're outsiders. We're not part of this.
Like
we're,
geographically,
right?
Yeah.
And even us in our language, we say mainland.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like this outsider insider thing.
Do they say in Alaska? They call it.
No, I think they call it lower 48.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, correct
I
me
feel
if
like
I'm
I've
wrong,
heard that before.
but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's lower 48 to them, respectively. Like we could call it easterly 48
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're like outsiders. We're the 49th and 50th state. But then when you're from like Hawaii, it kind of carries some of that like prestigious, if you will, paradise, kind
It's
of
like
exotic.
exotic. Right? Yep.
It's like, I don't know
Like,
if
who
I should speak
doesn't wanna
Spanish
go?
to you
Yeah.
or
yeah.
you speak Tagalog, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all got paved roads? We live in grass huts?
Exactly.
I used to hear that in high school.
Oh man, I wonder when that's gonna die. Like it's a generational thing. Like I don't think kids in high school today are being like, "Do you live in grass huts?" I think today, right, is a little different.
Probably not.
But
we have access
maybe-
to information on
yeah.
a different level than we did 16 years ago.
But
I guess.
definitely, like, oh, so you surf?
Oh, every time.
Spam check. Yeah, guilty.